it's a dynamic duo when we back again. Another rapper DJ, you better pack it in. You're lacking sense, trying to tangle with us. Go with the big bad bullies at the back of the bus, just smacking you up and stealing your lunch money. You're such buddy, you feel it just a touch. Hungry by the end of the day, that's understandable. What can I say? We got strong mandibles, plus the appetites to match. So don't incite the wrath like advice to cats who might be brash enough to hold designs on the throne. Meantime, can either hold their own. In this court of robes of thieves, clearly destined to be some XMCs. Believe me, I seen it, I'm milking times, they lack luster. We got that brilliant shine. We no designs anytime soon to dim the wattage. Dull MCs, yeah, you've been admonished. Abolish, sent on the pack by format and abs, cause baby, we're back. Work here, work back. It's a domino the format. Work here, work back. It's a domino the format. And we're back again with the format. You're back again, nigga, like a pack of lemmings. Competition meet tragic endings. Talking rapid descending from tall precipices. All the death wishes. Granted, like I was Paul Kersey. In other words, out the window goes all mercy. But no cold 32. Just my trusty SM50 gave murdering dudes. Cause I'm a quick cursive. One burst of verse will leave these twerps immersive. With a hearse of jet black. So like Mr. Brown said, get back. Before I get my back up, speaking of back up, let me get my back up. I'll back up and let Mac cut that wax up. After which you guessed it, I'm back up. Work here, work back. It's a domino the format. Work here, work back. It's a domino the format. At this point in the track, no points, and we're back. I believe that's been well established as fact. And far be it for me to be the deceased equine. Confused, make a beeline for that rewind mechanism and correct your vision. Well, technically you're listening. Apparatuses, cause the status is formatting apps back in this. Cognizant of the fact I just by accident went back on the gist of my opening gambit. That is, not to be the horse that's inanimate, but still better than a live one. Understand, we haven't arrived, son. We've returned, and phony ass DJs and rappers getting burned. Work here, work back. It's a domino the format. Work here, work back. It's a domino the format.
Like we gone berserk, got the whole world shaking like we run the world with a 1, 2, 3. That's one love for the new order, never obey disorder. Firework, sticking like we gone berserk, got the whole world shaking like we run the world with a 1, 2, 3. That's one love for the new order, never obey disorder.
Firework and we own the sky like a pilot. Tell them we're born to fly, what a riot. Molotov cocktails all around, singing down in one. Embrace the fire crown. Stay gorgeous, handcuffed souls calm, applaud us. Free my people, reimburse, reward us. Picture New Year's Eve on both sleeves. Move quick, see the flick of my wrist and take heed. This is troublesome, they bring weight, but we double them. Hubble bubble flavor of bubble gum, another drum. It's all we need, increase the speed. Where we light that fuse, no time to breathe. It's a countdown, ready to blow, ready to burn. And the best news is, now it's your turn. Who wants it? Got it on show, watch how we flaunt it. Point it up, aim it at heaven, set and launch it.
Firework, sticking like we gone berserk, got the whole world shaking like we run the world with a 1, 2, 3. That's one love for the new order, never obey disorder. Firework, sticking like we gone berserk, got the whole world shaking like we run the world with a 1, 2, 3. That's one love for the new order, never obey disorder. Giving the venom like a kiss you never want. It's so wicked.
Hello. Welcome to Week 6, Part 1 of TheRektLeague. So we got two crabs in the booth here today. We got myself, Adolma, and we got Aether Fox. How's it going, Aether Fox?
Pretty good. Glad to be here.
Yeah. So we got a little bit of a game today. We got Team Air Drake against Team Ocean Drake. I don't know about you. I've been looking forward to this one pretty much since the season started, because I happen to know a member on each team pretty well. So they've been talking a lot of shit. So
yeah, I've heard some pretty good things about both sides of this game. So I'm excited.
Yeah. So on Team Air Drake, we have I would think is in the top lane. He's been doing pretty good so far. We got Hatsu 5, we got Shoemaker, Icicly, and Kekerator. And then on Team Ocean Drake, we got Ratty Z and Raged Ovary, Shu-GG, TL Phoenix, and Cobalt. So yeah, what do you think about the matchup here?
Well, it's definitely gonna be interesting. The battle of the shoes in mid lane.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see if the Shoemaker or the shoe itself comes out.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, I think between mid and bot lane is going to be a lot of where the action happens this game.
Yep. Yeah. I think so. So both the teams have very strong mid laners, and you know we've had a couple matchups this season where we have strong mid laners and kind of weaker rest of the team, so they're kind of forced to play around the mid lane a little bit. It's not quite as much the case this week, but yeah, it's definitely the mid lane I think is going to be pretty pivotal in which team is gonna come out on top. So
definitely.
Yeah, the bot lane. So Icicly, he's been he's been pulling out some funky stuff. He's been pulling out the Graves. He's been pulling out he's been playing some Twitch and stuff. He's really been. He was kind of a disappointment last season because he had a lot more potential than he showed. But I think this season he's starting to really make up for that a little bit. So I'm excited to see if he can continue that. So.
Me too. I'm looking forward to see. I know we've seen a lot of Phoenix has been practicing that Kaisa a lot. Yep. So it'll be interesting to see if that gets pulled out.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've seen too much of that in the league yet.
Yep. I'm not super expecting that. Probably more either Lucian or something a little bit more meta perhaps. But yeah, it's definitely on the table. Out of all the 80 carries in the league, I think Phoenix is probably one of the ones who might pull it out. So I'd be excited to see that if it does come out. So.
Yeah, always fun seeing the new person played.
Yeah, and
with them not being nerfed into the ground.
Yep. Yeah, and so with that, I think we're gonna go into pick some bands pretty much right off the bat. So yeah, here we go.
All right.
Yeah. So.
So what do you?
yeah.
Are you anticipating any game plans from either side, like a split push comp or a big team fight comp?
So yeah. So there's the Shen ban first of all. Team Air Drake, Shen has a very high ban rate against them.
Yeah.
Because I would think it just tends to his play style really just works really well with Shen as a champion. And there's the Vladimir ban out against Shujiji. He did really well with that last week. Yeah, and he's been getting a lot of respect ever since. Tristana ban coming out against Isaac-Lee.
We've seen a lot of that, either pick or ban Tristana almost every game.
Yep. Yeah. It's definitely been one of the most common picks this season. Yeah. So against. Yep. Okay. There's the Jarvan ban against Enraged Ovary. He's kind of picked that up probably about halfway through the season. He started off playing a lot of Zac and then kind of switched over to the Jarvan. And he's been on that a lot. He's been really successful with it. But yeah, obviously not going to play it this game. Yeah. So I'm excited to see if there's maybe a Galio ban coming out here. Because I know Shujuji did really well on that. Around the same time as the Vlad, actually. He's been seeing some respect bans ever since. But nope, the Galio stays open. Taric ban going in against Cobalt.
Cold and Kekerator. So they're both saying, I don't want to play it, and I don't want to play against it today.
Yep. Yeah, and this is something that might actually change a little bit when Team Air is on the blue side. Maybe Team Ocean will have to ban the Taric instead, because both the supports pretty solid Tarics. So there's a Scion coming for Ratty Z. Yeah, his Scion was very impressive last week, coming out from Ratty Z. Yeah, I'm
so still big scary top laner.
Yep.
Even with his E-nerf.
Yep. Yeah, there's the Malphite perhaps for I'm with Dingus.
Maybe. We're getting some hype in chat for Lee Sin on Enraged Ovary.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's what comes out.
Yeah. He's not in the best spot, but honestly, I think his death is a little overstated. I don't think he's that bad.
Shaco, nope.
Yeah, probably gonna see him on the Sejuani here. It's a very safe pick, just very strong overall. Yep, adds a lot to a team.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yep,
that's already a scary team fight with just those two picks.
Yep. Yeah, they got a lot of engage. They got a really solid front line. Yeah, Brand coming in, and this is.
Oh no, that's gonna be a big team fight if they can get all of Airdrake together.
Yeah. Do you think this is a mid lane Brand or a support Brand?
We haven't seen too much mid lane Brand, so I'm gonna go with the odds and say that it's bot lane.
Okay.
But I think it could really go either way.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's the Twitch for Isaac-Lee. It looks like they're building a little bit of a team fight comp here. You know, you got the Malphite ult and then the Braum ult with the Twitch raining fire down on the whole team.
Yeah.
So.
That Braum pick is good too if they knew they were going to pick Twitch, because that takes it away from Ocean Drake against the Twitch.
Yeah.
There's the Lucian ban.
Yep. Yeah, and that's just kind of comfort pick for Phoenix here. So.
I'm surprised to see Kha'Zix ban. I know he's really good right now, but I feel like that's it's a challenge playing Kha'Zix into Scion Sejuani Brand.
Yeah. I mean, so Kha'Zix. This is probably a combination of Kha'Zix just being like pretty meta right now and Hot Soup being pretty comfortable on him. So I wouldn't have been surprised to see the Kha'Zix come out from Hot Soup, but I mean, yeah, it definitely can be tough into these bigger front lines. Victor Band coming in against Shujiji, so it looks like Team Air also agrees that is a support Brand.
Either way, it's a flex pick, so it's in Ocean Drake's pocket.
Yep. Yeah, and it looks like Galio's still open for Shujuji if he wants that.
Also Malzahar.
Yep.
No, he's been playing a lot of that as well.
Yep.
There it is.
Nope. And the Malzahar's going to come out from Shoemaker here.
Oh, yeah. The shoes. I'm getting confused.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the Galio's a little less scary without the Jarvan in the jungle. that's kind of the combo, right? Is that you lock a bunch of people in and then ult in with the Galio, knock them all up, do a bunch of damage. Ooh, and the Jhin coming out.
Jhin, interesting.
Yeah. Jhin was out of the meta for a little bit, but he's definitely back in it now. So yeah, I do love me some Jhin. So.
Well, he will definitely have the front line to... especially with Galio. Yep. He definitely has the front line to sit back, shoot his ult, reload.
Yep.
Do what he needs to do.
Yeah, and I actually really like the brand support on Team Ocean Drake, because otherwise they wouldn't really have a lot of damage. They'd have a little bit, but the brand kind of helps patch that up a little bit.
Jhin has a lot of damage.
And there's the...
not in the same way that a lot of ADCs like Twitch. He's not... You need... someone like Brand that can do a lot.
Yep.
Spread out.
Yeah, and we got the Amumu coming in for Hot Soup 5. Yeah, and so one thing.
Be interesting.
One thing I want to point out here, right? We have two very clear team fight comps, right?
Yes, definitely. Both teams.
This is like,
let's just.
Yeah, this is like season 3, like bronze kind of like bronze solo queue all stars kind of comps, or at least Air Drake is. He's got the Amumu Malphite and like Malzahar and stuff like that, you know.
ARAM run it down middle.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. They just.
So whose team fight seems stronger in your opinion?
So that's kind of a good question, right? They're kind of more situationally, like it all kind of depends on the situation. I think like Galio's kind of it's going to be hard to set up the Galio super well, because you have like the Scion charging in, you could set it up with that, but like just like a classic, like one team engages and goes in, I'd probably give the edge to Team Air here, I guess, because the Twitch is going to be huge in the team fights as well. I think that's definitely the edge that Air has, and just your classic like charge at each other and do a bunch of damage style team fight.
I agree. I think it's going to be all about this Amumu and Malphite coordinating together, because if they can hit that wombo combo,
yep,
it will blow the team fight wide open. They shouldn't have much of a problem. If Amumu ults, Malphite can land ult on that Jhin and Brand. But if not, they're in for a rough fight. So
yeah,
if Air engages, they're going to have to engage well.
Yes. Yep. I agree with that. And and so one thing I actually like here is that the Galio is going to be a pretty good way to actually kind of help people who are being not just like caught out, but like focused by the Malzahar in a team fight. The Galio will be able to kind of give them some defenses there, and then kind of deter the rest of Team Air from following up on it.
Hopefully, yeah. I think that's a pretty good goal for ShootGG.
Yeah.
So
hopefully.
Looks like we have all 10 pictures.
Yep.
As I see people pointing out in the chat.
Yep. I haven't been super keeping track, but is this do you know if this is the first time we actually have both teams with all 5 pictures? Because that's pretty exciting.
I think it might be. I think this is our first 10 picture game.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite of the 10 shown up here?
It's got to be ShootGG.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the bird with the headphones pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely got some good pictures coming in here, so.
Yeah, definitely. We are waiting about 30 more seconds on the spectator delay.
Yep. Yeah, and then we gotta load in, and we'll be ready to go. So coming up shortly.
I've been told Enraged Over recently made it into gold.
Oh, did he?
He's very excited to show off his recent gold skills.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah, no, he was saying he's ready for this, so he's been excited for it. Yeah.
All right, me too then.
Yeah. I wasn't excited before, but now I am. Now that I heard he's excited, that's all it took.
Yep.
All right. So as far as keystones go, it looks like the Scion's taking Comet. No surprise there. We got Fleet Footwork on the Sejuani. I know that's kind of enraged Overy special there. He really enjoys doing that. He kind of feels it just makes kind of smooths out the champion a lot, and gives a little sustain while you're going through your jungle. We got the Aftershock on Galio. We got Fleet Footwork on Jhin.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That makes sense on Jhin, I suppose.
Yeah, no, I'm not really like up to the meta on like what's what keystone Jhin takes, but I've seen him take Comet before. I've seen him take some other stuff. But yeah, Fleet Footwork just in general very strong right now. We got Comet from Brand.
I like Fleet Footwork. I like Fleet Footwork on Jhin because it's really going to be about him. He needs to get in to deal his damage and get out.
Yep.
Because he can't stay too long around Amumu, Malphite, Malzahar.
Yep.
Twitch.
Yeah, that
any of them basically.
That makes sense actually. You kind of gotta like, you got these periods where you gotta like where you can't do anything, so you gotta being able to like kind of back out, and those kind of seems useful.
Yeah, Sejuani, Scion, Galio can all hold the enemies off for him, but not forever.
Yep. Yeah, so we got the Grasp the Undying on Malphite. So that's definitely one where you could take Comet, but I mean you're not gonna have an easy time poking out the Scion with that. It's kind of more into squishier matchups. So
no,
Grasp,
yeah, I don't think
Grasp
he's planning on
seems
getting
great,
any kills in top lane.
Yeah. We got Aftershock on Amumu. We got Spellbook on Malzahar, which kind of makes sense. You want to be flashing early and flashing often. So we got Fleet Footwork on the Twitch, and we got Guardian on the Braum. So yeah, it seems all.
It's interesting. Do you think he's taking Spellbook mostly just for the cooldown, or do you think he wants to switch Cleanse for something later on, or Flash?
It's definitely mostly for the cooldown, but I definitely anticipate him maybe swapping to some other stuff in the mid game. Probably maybe teleport if the situation arises.
It's nice to have that flexibility.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Spellbook. It's generally pretty useful. But yeah, we are in game, so
we're in it now.
Everybody get excited. And again we got the disorganized emotes at the start of the game, which I'm disappointed about.
Synchronism.
Yeah. You gotta start as a team on the same page. You start on the same page. You end on the same page. That's what it's all about. That's how you be a real team. So apparently these guys did not get the memo though.
Both teams all chatted to invade, so looks like neither of them actually are.
Yeah.
Classic reverse psychology.
Yeah, no, they're all just kind of hanging out in these bushes here. I don't think either team's gonna be yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, the Braum's backing off, so. Oh.
Neither team has an incredible level 1, so I don't think either one wants to fist fight it out.
Yeah, I mean the Braum's generally a pretty good level 1, but the main issue with that is that like if the Amumu wants to help out with it, he's got to really mess with his clear to do it. So yeah, so I'm not surprised seeing neither team really opt for that too hard. But yeah, we got the standard bot lane start from both junglers. Solid leash from Team Ocean there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the junglers are off to the races, so. Yeah, it looks like ShuGG very, very quickly shoved the lane right into the turret. Trying to bounce it off of that to force Malzahar to lose some CS, so he only got 3 CS off that first wave.
That's really how you got to play the beginning stages against a Malzahar, because in a couple levels, he's going to be shoving that lane in hard.
Yeah, a couple levels, you're going to have a hard time doing that, so. Yeah.
Get the CS while it's good.
Yep. Get in while the getting's good. And we got a level 2 from Ratty Z. He's kind of pushing a little advantage there.
Getting a lot of good harass on Malphite.
Yep.
Ooh, nice stun on Twitch. Takes him down to about 30%.
Ooh, ouch. Yes.
Both the junglers doing a pretty safe start, keeping to their sides.
Yep. It looks like Sejuani is heading up towards the top side. Gets a ward in the tri-bush up there. But yeah, there's not much ganks to be had up there. It looks like Ratty Z does not need much help at the moment. So
no, he's very pushed up and very happy with the harass he's getting.
Yep. And the Amumu was on the complete other side of the map, so he's going to be safe doing that, which is great for him. Yeah, the Amumu is coming on this bot lane, gets the hook on the brand.
Amumu with a nice bandage wrap, and 4 stacks on Braum, and that's a first blood.
First blood for Team Air.
They're turning over to Jin. Can Amumu land the Q?
It might still be on cooldown, but they're going for the dive.
That's 2 for 0.
Wow. And the heal saves the Braum's
It's a really
life.
powerful start for Air.
Yeah, Air looking great in this first 4 minutes of the game. Like Sejuani's kind of trading with a jungle camp here. Not quite a fair trade, but
she'll get what she can. That Amumu snare into a Braum stun is really painful.
Yeah.
Especially early levels like that.
Yep, it's definitely tough to deal with. And yeah, kind of Amumu's big weakness in the early game is kind of getting evaded on by the other junglers. We're gonna see if Enraged Overy decides to maybe attempt some invades there. Probably not able to do it on his first clear, but maybe now he might try to pressure the Amumu in his jungle a little more.
Yeah. Sion sends Malphite to an early back and early teleport.
Yep. And we got a big CS lead coming in from the Sion so far. So good for
Should
Sion.
feel good about that. Top lane, it's going to be all about who can get past laning phase faster.
Yep. Yeah. No, that I don't think at least in like 4 or 5 levels, I don't think either of these top laners are going to be getting much kills on each other. So it's going to be more about how they impact the rest of the map.
Yeah.
And Hot Soup 5 missing the zombie word, walks right over it.
This Twitch may have 2 kills, but he has less items right now than Jin, so he's...
Yeah.
We're still seeing a pretty even bot lane, despite the gank.
Yeah, looks like he is yet to go back actually, which is interesting. And we got Amumu coming in again, but he's walking over a pink word here.
Ooh, Braum lands his Q. That's 4 stacks. Amumu misses the bandage trap, and Braum looks like he might just walk out of here. No, Twitch flashes forward, and he lands the E.
Oh.
Gets a kill.
Yeah, Twitch.
But he's taking some serious damage from the minions. But invisibility gets him away.
Yep. Twitch makes it out of there alive. Yeah, that's 3 kills for the Twitch before his first back. What do you think he's gonna buy?
Well, he's got 2,000 gold, so
that's quite
a bit.
Whatever
he wants in the shop.
Oh, and there.
Ooh, Malphite's getting dove up top. Sejuani is about to land her stun, and that's a kill for Sejuani. 2 tower shots, but she should make it out just fine.
Yep. Yeah, and that's a nice little trade back. That's something for something for the Ocean fans there. You know, Air doesn't get everything.
Ocean's telling Air, you might have pressure bottom, but we have pressure top as well. So
yeah.
They gotta have to keep their head on a swivel.
Yep. And Malphite does not have his teleport to get back to lane here because he had to burn that early on. So he's just gonna walk, and he's gonna lose quite a bit of minions here.
Meanwhile, mid lane, an ult comes out from Malzahar. He chases after a low health Galio, but tower deters him. No kills.
Oh, and yeah, little snipe there from the Scion.
A nice snipe. That's why you take Comet on the Scion.
That is exactly why. Yeah, it's pretty tough to get out of that if you get hit by that E because it slows for so much. That's kind of why Scion's so good right now.
Really, that damage always surprises me.
Yeah, and we got the Amumu just kind of hanging out at his blue buff here. I guess waiting for the Sejuani to come in. He's got a pink on it, but yeah, he's sitting there for a while. Kind of decides, I guess, he's not gonna try to do that, but
He wants a bait, but it doesn't look like Sejuani, except now she comes in, she spots him out with the Skyre's Orb.
yeah, I feel like she definitely saw him doing that, but maybe the vision, because I feel like if you see that, you see the Amumu that low, you probably go in, right?
Maybe, but that's a fed Twitch nearby who just backed, so
Yeah.
I don't know if she wants to mess with that.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I probably would have gone in there. I probably would have gotten punished for it, so, you know. You got a Scuttle Crab
we're
take
seeing
coming in from Redizy.
We're seeing some really good damage top and mid turrets for Ocean. So I will be interested to see if they're looking for a first tower there soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure which one's going to go down first. It feels like the top one just because I know bot lane are getting a lot of kills, but they're not really pressuring the turret much. But like this Scion's just shoving into the turret over and over and over again. Just
Yeah,
bouncing waves off of it.
In addition to
so.
his roam, he's had a really strong presence.
Yeah. And the turret's at under half, so.
Looks like this brand is doing a pretty good job keeping the wave pushed, even when Jhin is backing. So that might be part of why they can't get much damage on the turret, but it also looks like they're happy to just let the wave push into them, wait out for Amumu ganks, and grow this fat rat.
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like the CS numbers are actually pretty even on the bot lane, which is pretty awesome coming out from Team Ocean there. Like I would expect after 3 kills that you'd be a little bit down in CS, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Jhin had a CS lead, but basically managed to catch up pretty well after those kills, and a BF sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, at about 8 minutes sure helps.
Yeah.
Amumu lands a Q on Galio. He lands the taunt and walks away.
Yeah, we got a little more team
Meanwhile,
fight
Braum
going on
is
though.
stunned up. The Jhin ult is going to come in. He gets Brand ulted. And Sejuani flashes in for the kill.
Oh, and the Galio knocks up
ults
3
in,
members.
Does a lot of damage to Amumu and lands it. And then follows up with a lot of damage on Malzahar, who gets away.
With
Meanwhile,
15
the
health
Twitch-
after regen. So I bet it was a lot less than that. But yeah, looks like they're positioning around this dragon now. So yeah, this is exactly what Team Ocean needed.
Yeah, this jumped them right back into the game.
It was looking rough, but that was a big play. They got 4 kills out of that, or 3 kills. They got 3 kills out of that, and Infernal Drake too. So yeah, that's gonna really it's gonna really put them back in this game.
That was 3 health on the Malzahar, by the way,
Wow.
during that fight.
Jeez. Yeah, that kind
I had to
of
go back and check because I needed to find out.
yeah. It feels a little bad. But yeah, we actually have a sizable gold lead from Team Ocean here now, partly because of the CS in the mid and top lane are both pretty heavily in Team Ocean's favor, and now with those kills kind of evening out, it looks like we got about 2,000 gold in favor of Team Ocean here. So
That's definitely got to feel good coming back against those early Twitch kills.
yeah, that there's definitely a lot of games where Twitch gets those early 3 kills and that's it, it's over, but this is great for them to kind of keep a level head and and just keep playing as usual. Look for plays, try to come back in it, and they did.
Sejuani comes up top to deter Malphite for an easy first tower for Ocean.
Yep, and that's now it's up to 3,000 gold in favor of Ocean. So
3,000 gold and an Infernal Drake that's really going to be helping out both Jhin and Brand.
yep,
So if bot lane needed a little hand to get over this 4-kill Twitch, well, Infernal Drake's gonna help them out a lot.
yeah. Sejuani looking a little caught, but dashes over the wall, makes it out. Not as caught as she looked.
Sion getting a little eager, trying to take Krugs, but
Yeah.
Air says, no, this is still our jungle.
Yeah, and if you look at some of the level advantages on these solo laners, right? You got Ratty Z. He's a full 2 levels up on this on I'm with Dingus here. Junglers level up. Shujiji's a level
Amumu's
up.
getting engaged on. The Sejuani misses her swing. I don't know what it is. The Bola strike.
Yeah. Is that what it's called? Or
No, that's the
that's the
Rengar
yeah,
one.
Sure. Yeah, that's always been one of my weaknesses. I don't know ability names very well.
I know about some.
Yeah. I know Hemoplague, but there's no Vlad in this game, so that doesn't help. But
No, well, maybe next
Yeah.
game. Maybe you won't be banned.
yeah, maybe there'll be a Vlad next game, and I can call out all the Hemoplagues.
I'm expecting it. If it's a Vlad next game, I need you to call out every Hemo
Oh,
play.
I will. I'll be on it. Looks like red buff's going to enraged over here. Decides that one as that one's his. Oh, we got a sneaky Twitch though.
We got a Twitch and Malzahar teaming up. There's a lot of damage pretty fast on Galio. He flashes away, and he has the 20 ult to back him up. That's a lot of damage back on Amumu, but he's gonna walk out. They don't have the damage to follow up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. That Galio was looking really caught there. I was not expecting that to be a live Galio. You had the stealthed 4-in-1 Twitch, and you had the Malzahar ulting him, and you had the Braum right there. You know, but yeah, he's just
Agreed, definitely.
he's just really tanky. You know.
He's got a lot of tank stats early.
Yep.
And that ult from Sejuani is really gonna make everyone think twice about coming in.
Yep. Yeah, it just kind of forces him off. Of
Galio eats some Malefic Visions and a couple of tower shots that I don't think he was planning on. Jhin ult comes out, but Shoemaker gets out of range just in time.
Yep.
Jhin ult's going to deter everyone away from the turret while they try and clear the wave, though. But it looks like there's a pretty healthy Malphite waiting to engage, so I don't know if they're going to be able to get this.
Yeah, and the Twitch is not quite close enough for the engage yet. But it looks like he's kind of hanging out in between the top or the mid and the bot lane, just in case they need him. But looks like he wants to stay in the spot lane a little bit.
Back. He looks like he's going to go back to lane, get a little bit more farm. These have been some pretty good team fights so far. They've been pretty high damage, but a lot of near misses, which is always fun to see.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
near kills, I should say.
Yeah, and I just want to point out that Enraged Over has been doing a great job with if you look at his vision score right now, like it's significantly higher than anybody else's. He's been doing a great job keeping the Amumu jungle worded up, and pretty much all of Team Ocean has actually been doing great on vision so far.
Yeah, definitely. We can see that the they have their bot side warded pretty decently right now.
Yeah.
Ocean does, but it's a lot of vision denial right now.
Yep.
Both sides have not a lot of vision anywhere besides some parts of their own jungle.
Mm-hmm. It's like we got a Scarlet Crab going down here. It's always sad to see it, but you know.
Oh,
That's yeah.
well,
Womp.
hey, he
Poor
doesn't
guy.
have any attack, so
Poor guy. He never did nothing to nobody.
we have a taunt from Galio onto Braum. Sejuani landing a little bit of CC, but nothing that he can't walk away from. He's gonna try and clear this pink ward. He might
not
get
be able to walk
punished
away
for
from
it.
this
Yes,
one,
he
though.
does, but he flashes out of the way. Galio jumps forward, gets ulted by Malzahar, gets stunned up, but the ult takes him out.
God.
Big Malphite ult and a Mumu
Oh
combo.
my god.
Brand damage just blowing up this fight.
Wow.
Jin's ulting to get something back.
Oh
But-
god, that was
Oh, maybe he can get. Oh, the burn damage from Brand takes out the Malphite on the end of that fight, and that's a 4 for 3. So pretty good again for Ocean.
Yeah, no, that did not look like it was gonna go well for Ocean. It felt like every single one of Team Air's abilities hit at least 3 people. You know?
Or excuse me, that was in favor of Team Air. But yes, Amumu goes back in. Twitch creeps
you got
forward
two
with his
teleports coming
invisibility,
in
but he
here.
pops out 3 teleports come out. Galio punches forward, but he's going to use the blast cone to get away. Stuns up on Scion, so he can't get out. Or he can get out, I'm sorry. Malphite, or ult from Galio brings him back into the fight. Malzahar is in the wrong place at the wrong time, but there's not a lot of damage to back him up, so Malzahar walks away in the jungle.
Yeah, and it looks like not a lot really came from that that little skirmish there. But yeah, no, that was
Not a lot of kills, but a lot of teleports blown. I think both teleports on Ocean side and 1 teleport on Air side. So that's going to be limit the number of plays they can make coming in.
Yeah. I just want to go back to that team, that first team fight though, right? Because like that was like the kind of team fight where like if you're Team Air in the loading screen, you're like trying to theory craft what your ideal team fight looks like. It looks like that, right?
It definitely
you got
was.
the
That was a
Amumu
great
hitting like
team
4
fight.
people. You got the Malphite ult, then immediately hitting those 4 people. They layered their CC really well, and the Twitch was firing on like pretty much the entire team. And yeah, I mean, if that was a later game team fight, that's an easy ace right there. Their damage or their carries just don't have quite enough damage to really melt the team. But I mean, they still did though.
Yeah.
You know.
You can imagine when Twitch has 3 or 4 items, how quickly that will be devastating.
Yeah, and like
Sejuani gets 4 stacks, but she flashes away. Pain Train coming in. He hits the Malzahar, but his passive is going to save him from getting knocked up.
Yep.
And an invisible Twitch just to back up the Malzahar from any follow-up.
Yeah, it looks like they're positioning towards this dragon again. So yeah, everybody's been.
It's an ocean, so all these tanks really want that health regen.
Yeah, they're clearing out some vision here. It looks like Air's in a better position for this fight, and it looks like pretty much all the ults are up too, except for some of all of Air's ults are up. Ocean's got a few down.
This is a team fight Air really wants right now.
Yeah, they kind of got to just hope that that a member of Team Ocean kind of overextends a little bit, or because yeah, this would be a great spot for a fight. And there's Ratty Z.
Almost a stun on Scion, stops his Q, but a big damage onto Braum from Brand, and Jin finishes off the kill, and that's a pick for Ocean.
Yeah, and
that's what they needed to open up this Drake, and it looks like they might take it uncontested now.
Yeah, and that looked like kind of a little miscommunication from Team Air there. You had the Malphite kind of just wander down to the bot lane, and yeah,
he really needs to be
kind of needed to stay with the team
threat.
there. Or if he's gonna wander to the bot lane, you gotta have the rest of your team back off a little bit, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, little miscommunication turns into a Ocean Drake for Team Ocean Drake. So little flavor win there. So the real winner of that fight. Looks like they're angling towards this bot turret now.
Scion bot lane.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna have a hard time taking that turret, but he's got the Malphite coming down as well.
A little bit. They don't know where. This Fed Twitch is can be scary when you're pushing tower and you can't see him on the map anymore.
Yeah, that's also a good point. That's maybe a little bit of respect for the Twitch there. Yeah, no,
Twitch having an interesting double Zeal build.
Yeah, no, I'm not super well versed on 80 carry builds, so.
But it looks like it might be paying off against the Jin. Doesn't get the kill, but he gets a lot of follow up from Braum, who with Malphite gets the kill. 4 stacks right onto Brand. He's really low. Meanwhile, Scion up top kills that Twitch. A little bit of health left on Malphite. Scion's going to come and take it out. This Scion's been out of his mind. Burn damage onto Braum from Brand. Gets the kill there. And it looks like they might start backing off with Galio, Brand, and Scion all really low. That is a 3-for-1, so really good for Team Ocean.
Yeah, and they're all really low here, but there's only 2 members of Team Air, so I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of went for this turret, but yeah, it looks like they're going to back off, so.
They could probably do it. They have the Ocean Drake to bring their health back up.
It looks like 1 member went back, but
So
3
we'll
are
see
staying, so. Nope.
This is where that Malzahar wave clear really comes in.
Yeah, no, Air's doing a good job keeping this turret alive. I keep thinking they're going to go in and just take it, but yeah, no, Air kind of shuts that down, so.
I think they're having a lot of respect for all the percent health damage on Amumu and Malzahar.
Yep. We got a sneaky boar in this bush here. I'm not really. Oh.
Oop, she comes out, but
Teleport comes
Braum jukes the knock-up. Looks like he's gonna make it out of most of this, but he's still gonna get hit by the taunt and gets killed out by the Galio.
Yeah, and that was the first kill for
Nice
Shujiji
for
there.
Team Ocean.
Definitely a different story than last week, where Shujiji was probably like 4 or 5 kills by this point, but yeah, he's been given over to other members of Team Ocean this time. So
these playmakers on Scion and Sejuani have really big for Ocean Drake this game.
yeah, it looks like Malphite's up in the top lane trying to take that turret. Not gonna go down, but
Scion's gonna. Yeah, he gets the turret bot lane and has time to teleport top lane to save that turret. So that's a big.
oh, and yeah, it looks like
that's a very
Sejuani
good
got
trade for Ocean.
Malzahar ulted under the turret and is gonna go down.
Ooh. She's not that tanky yet.
there's the
Ooh,
Malphite
big
ult.
ult from Malzahar, gets Brand. Both have B names.
Yeah.
He's chasing Jin under the turret. Looks like he doesn't care too much
Does not
about
care.
the turret shots.
Might care about this
Good.
gargoyle though.
Yeah, Galio comes out. A lot of
That
damage.
is a lot of
CC.
damage.
Locks Braum under the turret for way too long.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably a little bit of a greedy dive if you know that the Galio's alive there.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, don't care about the turrets much, but there's more members, so you gotta watch out for
Twitch taking a lot of damage from Jin and Galio.
Yeah, the Scion ult.
Scion ults, I think, because he was trying to see if he could make it there in time, but not quite enough speed.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pseudo teleport sometimes, you know. Build
Yeah.
your own teleport, a little longer cast time, but not by much.
Ult to lane.
Yeah. I've done it. You know, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I've done it.
Hey, you can ult out of lane. Why not ult to
Yeah,
lane?
exactly. So, yeah, and they might be positioning around this Baron, but yeah, that's probably not going to work out. So they're gonna back off. Maybe just getting some vision.
Jin ults up, see if he can catch out Amumu. Ooh, it's a good Sejuani ult. Not quite enough damage, but Malzahar goes down on the Sejuani, layering that CC to stun her up. Malzahar ult back, but he's going to take a lot of damage from the Jin, and he is in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, no, that.
Good ult, but no team backup.
Yeah, and that looks like there was just kind of a member of both teams there that kind of went pretty far up just without the backup they needed. You know.
Definitely.
Yep.
They both the tanks got a little bit excited
Yep.
there.
Yeah. Little bit of a miscommunication, not getting the rest of the team to follow them in, or just not understanding where the rest of the team was. But yeah, but you know, one member on each team, so it works out pretty even.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna go back to farming.
Although that, I suppose both Sejuani and Malphite ults being down is really big. This Twitch is poking at Scion, but for all his 7 kills, Scion is really tanky. He doesn't seem to care that much yet.
Yeah, this is a very tanky Scion. Yeah, I mean, he's not ever going to kill the Twitch either in that kind of situation, but he's going to be able to walk out just fine.
No, just some light tickling to keep them alert.
Yeah.
Some trades back and forth in front of Mountain Drake. Looks like Air Drake is trying, or Ocean Drake is trying to push them out a little bit. They got the Scuttle Crabs. They have that vision and move speed control around the area.
Yeah.
Scion's getting decently chunked out to about half health. He has to back off a little bit, at least until Ocean Drake brings back his health.
Yeah, looks like Ocean's got a lot of respect for this Twitch here. You know, not trying to take a fight in an awkward spot like this, but yeah.
But they must know he's back because they all engage. A big combo from the Jin and the Brant, dealing a lot of damage to Malphite.
Oh, and the game's gonna get paused there.
Ooh. Pause coming out.
Yep.
Looks like Malphite lagged out, maybe?
Yeah, somebody might have disconnected. I'm not sure. We'll get confirmation on that. But yeah, no, that was they must have had they had vision on the Twitch. And pretty much the instant that he backed, they just went in, which was really smart by Team Ocean there.
Yep, that was some great shot calling.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like they were just kind of dancing around waiting for him to finish his back animation, and then they just went right in and caught the Malphite and took him down.
So this, both teams have their comp set up for that really split-second engages like that between the Sejuani ult, the Malphite ult. So if you have vision of the other team and you put a toe out of place, there's going to be a team fight breaking out in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and basically whichever one of these teams gets the jump on the other is going to have a really advantageous team fight because they got a lot of engage tools, and yeah, they can kind of set their front line up in the right way and be able to just take out pretty big chunks of the other team. So yeah, no, yeah, they're both doing pretty good at punishing mistakes. So
it's been a really exciting game so far. Yeah. 6,000 gold ahead for Team Ocean.
Yep. Yeah, they're looking really strong so far. Yeah, they've just been a little bit more decisive in these team fights, it looks like. And yeah, so Amumu's getting caught out.
Unpause. Amumu's caught out. He ults, but nothing doing. There's too many people. Yep. And that gives Ocean Drake
a Mountain Drake.
Free reign of this mountain.
Yep. Mountain Drake for Ocean Drake.
Mountain Drake for Ocean Drake. They got they have an Ocean Drake, an Inferno Drake, and a Mountain Drake, and they're looking to pick up the Air Drake.
Is that the next Drake or just the team?
It's just the team. Yeah. They want one of each.
Yeah.
And they say if the game won't
another
spawn,
one for my collection. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, so Air Drake's pretty behind in gold here, right? And they've lost a couple team fights, but if they get the right team fight with the Twitch in the right spot, you know, I don't think they're gonna have trouble winning a fight here. If they can set it up, it'll be a little harder for them to set it up than it will for Team Ocean. But yeah, if they get the right fight, this is gonna be good.
Another one of those early game Malphite Amumu combos that Twitch can stand back and fire from.
Yep. Yeah.
I want to see something like a Blade of the Ruin King coming out from him, though, because he looks like he's having a lot of trouble getting past all these tanks. Yeah. Amumu walks in, seeing if he can get a good bandage onto any of the squishies, but no luck.
No luck. But yeah, no, he's got his Hurricane now, so he'll be able to just take down all the tanks at once, which I guess is
yeah. That's the idea, I suppose.
That's one of the ideas, yeah. But yeah, you can just shred through whole teams like that, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Galleo's getting a little caught out here. Has to flash.
Taunt. He has to flash out. Big Malphite ult gets 2 tanks. Twitch, he gets that damage out. And he takes down Galio. A lot of damage coming from Braun, and Jin opens up. Gets a kill on Amumu.
Twitch goes down.
And burn damage comes down onto Twitch. Malzahar, Malefic Visions, takes down Scion. And Jin is following up. he is going to get the kill onto Malzahar and then turn around and get one on Malphite. So that's a 4 for 2.
Yeah, and
that's a really
that was almost
really
almost the fight that Air wanted there, right? So
it really was. It's each of these fights seems to work out for Air, but they can't get back to the they can't seem to get back to the squishies and back.
yeah, looks like we've got another pause coming out. Something about I would think this is internet here. So
yeah, looks like some Malphite internet connection issues, which might also probably isn't helping the Air team fight.
No, I can't imagine it would. But yeah, I mean, so like that fight started off looking great, right? The Twitch burned through the Galio and another member. I don't remember which one.
He burned right through Galio, and he had a lot of damage on Sejuani before she got out.
And the Scion got a little bit of a flank behind their team, but
he got the flank,
but also kind of missed the ult while doing that. Ended up in an awkward spot, but as Team Ocean was kind of going to him to kind of deal with it, the Jin ult got to kind of lay across pretty much all of Team Air and kind of
the Jin ult took down a lot of the lower health people.
And then they were able to re-engage.
But the fight in the jungle was exactly what Brand was looking for. He landed a really nice W onto, I think, Amumu and Malzahar, and then changed his ult onto basically the entire team in that little stretch of jungle.
Yeah.
Which was, I would say, probably a good portion of the damage in that fight.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like that wasn't quite the. It was almost the fight that Air wanted. But yeah, and now the next one they're just gonna have an even harder time finding the one they want. It feels like that was kind of their chance. But yeah, I mean, if Ocean gets a little greedy with this Baron, overstays a little bit, they might be able to turn something around. Get back into it that way.
Yeah, definitely. If I were Air Drake, I would be looking for Twitch to get a sneaky flank onto that Jin.
Yep.
Because he's always way back in the team fight, as he should be, letting his tanks do all the melee fighting. And if Twitch can curl around back and take him out, that's what they need.
Yeah, if you can sneak up on him when he's trying to get like a pick with his ult or something, maybe he doesn't have a support nearby or something, you might be able to get something that way. Yeah, Twitch is an interesting champ. He he definitely plays a little differently. He gets some different opportunities than he would with other AD carries. So, but yeah, we are back into the action, and by action I mean everybody going back to base, but can't win them all.
All right, let's see what Ocean Grey can do with this Baron.
It looks like they are sending at least 4 members mid lane. Galio might pick up this blue before he does, but nope. Looks like Galio's going towards top lane, gonna get this wave shoving a little bit.
Yep, looks like Galio has a bit of a split push going on because he knows he has that ult if the team fight breaks out.
Yep.
I think at level is Galio level 16? He is. So he has, I think, maximum range on that.
Okay, and about how far is the maximum range on it? Would that like reach to mid lane from where he is now, or?
I'm not super familiar. I don't play much Galio, but I think it's about half the map at this range.
Okay, cool.
It's certainly the distance from where he is now to mid lane.
Yeah, looks like this Malphite is looking for an engage here.
Yep.
Not gonna get it.
Meanwhile, Galio's getting a lot of damage. He takes down the first turret.
Yep.
But he doesn't have Baron buff, so he's not going to have that split push that he wants. Braum is coming up to meet him, but Blast Cone's away.
Yeah, and they're gonna be able to clear out that top wave and then maybe try for another engage shortly. They got a little bit of time here, but not much.
Galio doing a lot of damage with those Winds of War.
Yeah. It clears out the
Just poking out, zooming.
clears out the Malzahar dudes pretty well too. So.
Yeah, that's pretty big. That'll let Sejuani ult land if she manages to get a clean shot.
Yeah.
But it's already back up, so.
Yeah.
Once again, the Winds of War take out Malzahar passive, so he's doing a really good job just keeping that down.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's been doing a great job with that. And if you're Aerie, you kind of gotta just like wait for them to get a little closer and then go for an engage. But now they're all getting pretty low, so they gotta back off a little bit here, and then Ocean's probably gonna get a couple hits on the tower while this Brahm's going back. So
a little bit, yep. This Twitch is looking for a good engage, but he's got to spend a decent amount of time clearing those Baron minions as well. So
yeah.
Can't get a lot.
It feels like every time they have a chance to go in for an engage, they're just not healthy enough to do it. You know.
This Ocean Drake is playing this really, I think, pretty well and really safe. They're letting the minions do a lot of the pushing, and they're not going to try and push a fight under this turret. At least not without getting a pick.
They got a big wave in top and bot. So
Amumu walks forward and he ults. He's going to go back to safety. Drops. Twitch finally gets what he's looking for. Opens up, but the tanks come in and back off. Jin fires 2 shots, but doesn't manage to find anyone good. Braum steps in front, and I'm sure he has that E just waiting for the 3rd and 4th shot.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to rotate over towards this dragon now. This is a pretty free dragon, so.
Yep.
It's going to be another Ocean Drake, so it should make sieging in situations like that a little easier for them.
Yep, that'll definitely put a damper on Twitch poking out with some of those shots.
Yep. Yeah, and yeah, you said it earlier, but I just want to bring it up again. Like that whole siege scenario was just really well played by Team Ocean. They set up the top wave, they set up the bot wave, and then they just stayed mid. You know, they didn't overcommit, they didn't let themselves get poked at all.
Yeah, I think it was a really good response to very good deterrent by Team Air, not letting them get anything even with Baron.
Yeah. And the Baron buff is out now, so they're going to have a harder time doing that.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough push if they can't even push in with Baron. Yeah. And a really nice pick on Amumu. But we shall see. Maybe I don't think we saw any ult from Sejuani during that skirmish up in mid lane. So
yeah, I don't actually remember. Now that you mention it, I don't remember seeing one. So.
Oh yes, there was. It was when Amumu got caught.
Okay, sure.
They layered some CC onto Amumu.
Yep, that makes more sense.
Didn't manage to kill him. I think he flashed out of it.
Yeah.
We have seen this Malzahar go from cleanse to teleport to ghost now.
Yeah, that.
So making a lot of use of that spell book.
Yeah, that's definitely a pretty common use of it, but Galio's getting a little caught out.
He gets the catch out on Galio, but it's not enough damage. Even for a lot of shots from Twitch, Galio is just that tanky.
Does a little punch thing to get out.
Gets out to safety. He Justice
punch.
His way
That's
out.
what it's called.
But that is going to make him go back, so it is going to give Air Drake a lot of breathing room, clearing out some of these minions, letting them scale up a little bit more.
Yeah, and Team Air's definitely behind on turrets, but they haven't really their base hasn't been broken yet. So you know they're down in gold from the turrets, and you know they're gonna have a hard time really doing much in their jungle or anything. But at least they're not irrevocably behind.
There's not a lot up to take right now, except for a Baron coming up in about 30 seconds. So we'll see if Air Drake starts to get try to get some vision or pick a fight around that. Amumu going in a little bit, getting some good damage onto Sejuani. But she's just going to walk away. Can't proc that Braum passive. Meanwhile, Scion in the bot lane doing a lot of good wave clearing and pretty good damage to the turret, but ultimately he's just keeping Malphite away from the team fight.
Yeah,
which is really, really
and one
big.
thing I want to bring up in this bot lane, right, is that Scion has his teleport. Malphite does not. So this is your pretty standard Baron play right here, right? You have your top lane in the bot lane with teleport. And yeah, they're just able to take the Baron for free because they can't engage because then the Scion will just teleport in.
Ooh, that was a sneaky fast Baron. Yeah. Blue team takes Baron uncontested. Sejuani lands a lot of shots from Jhin, take him out, and Malzahar and Braum have to walk away.
Yep, that's a Baron and a kill, and Scion gets the turret in the bot lane. Yep.
Baron, kill, and a turret.
The Scion ults right out, does his little Scion missile there.
Ocean Drake gets everything off of that.
Yeah, no, that was, yeah. This is just a really smart, patient play by Ocean Drake. They're not going for too much. You know, they probably could go for a little more, but they know that they're pretty safe. Also playing it safe, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's just overall smart, very very patient play, and yeah, it looks like the Malphite might have disconnected there, just running into them like that.
Oh no, that's gonna hurt.
Definitely having some issues with that tonight.
Yeah. So Twitch finally has this Lord Dominix, which it's a good thing it's finally coming out because he really got a lot of good damage on Sejuani. All that damage you see on her right now is about 3 or 4 shots from Twitch that come out really fast. So now, hopefully with the Rat-a-tat-tat, he can really start breaking through some of these tanks and getting to the squishy damage within.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, and that kind of has felt like the story of a lot of this game is that the Twitch just like hasn't been able to break through this front line, like at all. It's got a lot of damage, but he just like can't do it fast enough before Team Air gets engaged on by some of these heavier damage dealers from Team Ocean.
I'm a little surprised. We should hopefully we'll see some magic resist coming out from Mumu pretty soon. In addition to this armor that he's building, Galio is doing a kind of a surprising amount of damage with those Winds of War coming out every 3 or 4 seconds.
I mean, if you take a gander over to his build, right? He's got a Rod of Ages, Morellonomicon, Luden's Echo, and he's almost all the way to a death cap at this point. So he's not building tanky. He just kind of happens to be tanky. So
yeah, despite the health, that is not a tanky Galio. That is a basically full damage Galio. Yeah. Especially, it seems like every time a Mumu walks forward looking for a big ult. And Galio has a really good job putting down those Winds of War that forces a Mumu to sit in it for about 4 seconds.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid chunk of his health there. So
yeah, takes him down real fast, which is, I think, part of the reason they've been able to get. Well, they've only gotten 4 kills on a Mumu, but a lot of times he's been poked out as well.
Yeah, he's also just less naturally tanky than some of these like Scion, Sejuani champions.
Yeah.
Who kind of naturally have like, you know, shields or just stats on their abilities.
While we are paused, I'm gonna be right back. My cat is being.
Sounds good.
And I'm back.
All right. Cat all set?
Cat is all set.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Speaking of me being ready, it looks like the teams are ready.
There you go. Yeah, so it looks like we might be getting into games shortly then. Perhaps just a few more seconds. Yep. All right. Play is resuming.
We see a lot of...
Back in the game.
Is resuming. A lot of damage onto that Malphite, but it looks like they're going to be nice players and just let them walk away.
Yeah, that's some good sportsmanship there.
Yeah.
I like to see that. But yeah.
And he's gone again.
Yeah, this is...
We will get through this game.
This is not what you want to see.
5 seconds at a time.
Yeah, they only got 20 more minutes of pause, so yeah, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, it looks like reconnected.
Malphite says that time it was Riot's fault. So
all right, that's good to know.
Riot, fix your servers.
Yeah, we're gonna have to declare Riot as the real losers here.
Yep. This small indie company.
Yep.
I see a lot of hype in the chat about the Irelia change.
Oh yeah.
I am similarly hyped, but I know there's not a lot to go off of yet.
Yeah, there's not a ton to go off of. It looks like a lot of mobility, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be playing her. I've been playing a lot of the slow kind of meandering characters recently. So it would definitely be a big change of pace from that.
Yeah. Well, if you don't play her much, I can tell you for certain you are going to see her a lot in top lane and solo queue.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll get one from you in the mid lane.
Maybe. I used to play a bunch of Irelia a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, so pre-rework, she's like kind of is a passable mid laner in certain very specific matchups. So, you know, maybe she'll be a mid laner. Who knows? I wouldn't put money on it, but
we can only hope. A lot of good damage coming from the minions on the inhibitor. Galio has a big ult in the middle, but Twitch is doing a lot of damage. He finally gets that Malphite ults in to get the Galio. Twitch finally gets back on the squishies. Braum stuns up the Twitch, saving his life, but that's not going to be enough to get any kills or anything. And Malphite maybe will walk away from this Galio. We'll see. Nope, Winds of War come out and get the kill from that full AP Galio. But Twitch is creeping up. We're going to see if he can make it in time.
Oh, yeah,
flashes over. Forward gets the kill.
Flashes over the Winds of War. Nicely done.
We still have three members of Team Ocean getting down this inhibitor, but Twitch is invisible, coming back. He's right on.
Oh, there's the crit.
Take out. Yes, he does. But Brand, really good damage. He just barely gets to kill the Twitch before he dies. And it looks like this Braum is dead as well.
Yeah, and he should be able to get probably something out of this, although the Amumu is up, so...
The Amumu is up, so he shouldn't be able to get too much, but he might get this turret.
Nope, yeah.
No. Sorry, I was just going to walk away, because Malzahar is also here. Yeah. So, ultimately, that was pretty rough for Team Air, but I think it was a little bit uplifting.
Yeah,
because Twitch got on the right targets, and even though they lost all 5 members and their inhibitor, they could have lost a lot more. They could have lost the whole game if Twitch hadn't got it back on those squishies.
Yeah, and they're also 13,000 gold down, and it felt like a real fight, right? It wasn't just a a cleanup crew. So that's got to do something for the team morale there. But we'll see if they can turn it into a win.
Sion kind of walking forward, just kind of bullying and punching his way through the tanks of the other team. Twitch turns invisible. He is ready to open up. A lot of damage in the middle. Twitch opens up on the squishies, but he doesn't have the damage yet. Amumu is back. He gets destroyed by all the damage from Team Motion. Meanwhile, Braum in the middle of all this, is getting killed out, and that is a clean ace.
Quadra-kill for the
from
brand.
for the brand. That is big, and that looks like it might be
Yeah,
game.
they're definitely gonna be able to clean it up off of this.
Yeah. Yeah, I take that back. That is definitely game.
Yep. Yeah, and that was a great game from Team Ocean there. Kind of sucks about the disconnects. Definitely don't want to see that, but yeah, I mean it was really well played by Team Ocean. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, definitely. Malphite says report Comcast.
I'll be sure to do that after the game. Yeah, and yeah, so that was a pretty good game. Yeah, it was definitely kind of what we expected, right? You had the two like hefty team fight comps and a lot of kind of running at each other and doing your team fight thing.
That was a pleasure to watch. I always like a bunch of big beefy guys running at each other.
Lots of AOE, lots of CC. You know, everybody
tanks.
just doing their thing. That's always a good time. So. But yeah, so with that, we're probably gonna go into a little break here. Probably about 5 minutes. You know, for all the viewers, you stand up. You know, do some push-ups, do some jumping jacks, do what you got to do, and we will be back in just a second. Hold on. All right. All right, and we are back. I hope everybody got to do what they wanted to do. Because we we got another exciting game ahead. So you're gonna be here for the next however long that takes. But yeah, that was a good first game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was.
Saw a lot of strong playing coming out.
Yep. Yeah.
From both sides.
Yeah. Team Air got a little bit of an early lead, and then kind of went a little downhill from there. But that's bound to happen sometimes.
It's very strong. That bot lane combo was really, really strong for Ocean Drake.
Yep.
Yeah,
the Jhin definitely really showed up. That was definitely I think that was definitely one of Phoenix's better games in the league that we've seen from him. The Jhin pick was great. So as far as adjustments for game 2 here, what do you kind of expect?
I'm expecting that we're gonna see a Scion ban coming out from Air Drake.
Okay.
That was pretty hard for them to deal with, especially in the early game. And I don't know. Maybe the Jhin ban, just to prevent that from again, but
yeah, it's definitely tough to send a lot of bans at people other than ShuGG, because ShuGG tends to take over games when he gets the champs he wants to play. Didn't actually do it. Didn't take over as forcefully as you might expect in that last game. But yeah, no, I definitely think Radzy has shown in the past couple of weeks that you should probably ban Scion against Team Ocean. It's he looks like a completely different player on that champion. He really he puts a lot of pressure on top lane. So if you wanna try to avoid that, that's probably
Scion is can definitely have a huge impact as a tank. He brings a lot of damage if you place it right, and he can really just turn the either start or turn a fight in your favor if you're a good Scion.
Yep.
Looks like we are close to starting up picks and bans.
Yep. Looks like we're all set up at least. So
we'll see. Hopefully Comcast fast channels some data.
Yeah. I'm definitely hoping Comcast lose some adjustments for this game too.
Yep.
maybe be a little better this time, but we will see.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd be interested to see if they let Enraged Ovary have the Sejuani again. It wasn't like as obviously impactful as the Scion was, but that he was a very solid front line. Got a lot of good engages, put out a lot of CC, and just was difficult to kill. Just kind of did what Sejuani does best. So I'm interested to see if they extend a ban that way.
Right. A lot of the Sejuani influence in that game was her presence making Twitch go all the way around her.
Yep.
Which might not have put damage on the board, but it opened the team fight up for Ocean Drake.
Yeah. Looks like we got one team ready. So almost there, almost into the pick bans. We're just waiting on some members here. All right,
Looks
and
like
here we go. We are in pick bans. All right, so Team Air is the blue side this game. So there's the Vlad ban coming in against ShuGG. So yeah, with Team Ocean as the red team here. Last time Air had to ban the Tarek. I'm not sure if Ocean's gonna take it as seriously as Air did, give it as much respect to it. I'd kind of expect them to. Tarek's a really, really good champ right now, but we'll see. Yeah, Shenban coming out against Iwan Thingus. Because yeah, if you notice in that game, he definitely spent a lot of time split pushing, and like that's just kind of his style when he plays top laners. It's like the Shen just lends itself really well to that, and so he's able. It just plays to his strengths. So
looks like we're seeing a lot of the same bands as last game.
Yeah. Looks like they might just try to make adjustments in their team comp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
there's the
Sejuani ban, and they're leaving the Scion up. They might take it for Amwit Dinkus. I'm not sure, but yeah, it looked dangerous. I don't know if he's got a pocket pick against the Scion that he thinks he can break out and do okay with, but
I mean, I never like facing up against the Scion.
Yeah, so. I don't either. So. Oh, okay, yeah, they're going for the first pick, Tarek, and I would imagine we're going to see a Scion either in one of these two picks for Team Ocean.
Agreed. A Tarek in a team fighting game is much different than a solo queue Tarek when he can land that ult on basically your whole team.
And so if you imagine the last game, right? And then you imagine either of those teams with a Tarek on it. That would have where both teams are just kind of running at each other, doing their team fight thing. That would.
If Twitch had about 2 seconds of invincibility, that would have changed all those team fights.
Yeah, it would have been a very different game. So yeah, I really like prioritizing
Phoenix
the
gets
Tarek
his
pick.
Jin again.
Yeah, we got the Jin again. We just talked about both those picks being great, and yeah. They're running them back, so.
Yeah, they said, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Got the Kazakhs for Hot Soup 5. That was banned against them last game, so this is good.
This will be interesting. There's some additional pressure on the Jin in the back lane there.
Yep. Yeah.
It's a hard ask for just Twitch to get on the Jin. So maybe with this Kazakhs, it will be a different story.
Yeah, looks like Amwit Dingus is comfortable in this top lane matchup again. Hopefully, maybe he'll get some jungle help. But it might just go similarly. I'm not sure. We got the brand coming in for Cobalt again.
Yep, I'm guessing it's going to be a similar story top lane, but I think Airdrake says, that wasn't really what did us in, so we're fine.
Yep. Keeping
that the way it is.
And yeah, like having a little more damage to follow up with the Kazakhs, I think it's going to be really big for Team Air here. They just didn't have a way to get to the Jin, which was I think one of their or any other damage dealers. That was kind of one of their bigger problems.
Yeah.
And they might be able to snowball it early and kind of cheese out a win that way too.
Twisted Fate ban, not sure. I guess that's against Shoemaker.
Yep. Yeah. He plays a little bit of Twisted Fate. And yeah, that's definitely one of the ways that talking about kind of cheesing out wins with some early kills. Twisted Fate's another great way to do that. So got the Caitlyn ban against Isaac-Lee. Yeah, so that
Galio's all done.
Yep. Yeah, that's probably a good ban.
Series.
That was a dangerous mid laner.
Yep. He had some great knockups on those big team fights that allowed Brand and Jin to get their Qs off, or Jin's Q, Brand's W off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got the Victor ban against Shu-Ji-Ji. That's not something you want to mess with. So that's a very scary champion when played well.
Speaking of scary champions when played well, Zach for Enraged Ogre.
Yeah, no, he's played a good amount of this earlier in the season, and yeah, he was doing pretty well with it. He was doing all right. So I'm excited to see him back on it because some of the ones he's been playing more recently got banned out. So, but it's definitely a similar kind of engagey, tanky, and I love. Sorry to stop talking about it Rage over a second, but I love the Graves pick. This is the bot lane Graves, folks. For those of you who have not seen it coming out from Icicly, he's got a lot of big plays on this guy, and he just gets
And
super
Shoemaker.
tanky. He gets to run around and dodge all sorts of skill shots. He just becomes like a tank AD carry. It's pretty gross.
Shoemaker gets his Corki.
Yeah, Corki's a great pick here. Yeah, kind of. Graves isn't like quite the traditional AD carry, so Corki kind of gives a little more of the AD carry oomph, which is cool. We got the Malzahar pick for Shuji
I have to
G.
say, I like Airdrake's. I like Airdrake's comp a lot more this game.
Yep, I do too.
I think a lot of that damage can land onto Jhin and Brand and put the pressure on them that they need, so they can't just sit back and rotate through abilities.
Yeah, I really like the Taric with the Graves for a lot of reasons actually. So it's great in lane because you can throw the stun on the Graves. The Graves can kind of reposition it at the last second.
That's true.
And then deal a lot of nuke damage when you hit the stun. So that's great.
Yeah.
Especially since Jhin is particularly immobile. And then also later in the game, right? The Taric can ult, and then that gives a lot of time for Graves to stack up his passive, and then when he comes out of the ult, he just has a lot of defensive stats and just becomes really tanky. So
Yeah, and a well-timed Taric ult will also shut down a Brand ult or just a lot of damage that Brand is trying to put out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe not all of it,
Yeah.
but most all that matters.
It's tough to time that unless there's a very specific window where Brand has to ult or he's just not going to be able to. But yeah, if it lines up, that's going to be awesome for Team Air here.
Yeah. Waiting on the spectator stream again. Let's take a second to shamelessly plug the TheRektLeague.
Yep. Yeah. We've been. This is season 2. We had season 1 with 20 people earlier on. But yeah, this is season 2. We got 8 teams. We're all been having a good time. This is This is week 6. So 7th week is the last week of the regular season. We got some makeup games to do in the weeks after that, and then it's right into playoffs. So yeah, we got.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe.
All the above. Yep. Just touch the screen if you want. Just do something to say that you like us.
If you have Twitch Prime, give us that free money.
Yep. Yeah.
Subscribe to us.
If you got Amazon Prime and you don't
Twitch
know
Prime.
that it gives you Twitch Prime for free, check that out, and
Yeah. We get that money, which means you guys get that money as well in the form of better stuff for the league.
Better stuff for the league, better production, better all sorts of stuff. So yeah. But yeah.
All right, we're about a minute out. Hopefully, I'm with Dingus. His connection is stable out a little bit.
Yeah. That's always a bummer in a important game like that, is having your connection go out. But yeah, maybe they'll just crush Ocean here real quick before it goes out again. So
yeah,
just wrap it up real fast.
Perfect.
Just take them down. Yeah, no. One other thing I want to mention about Team Ocean here is that they started off the season 0-4, 0-5, something like that. It was not good, right? but coming into some of these later games against some of the stronger teams, even like Air Drakes, they're not ranked number 1, but they're up there, They've definitely shown themselves to be one of the stronger teams, and Team Ocean is like they've got their shit together.
Yeah, definitely.
They look more disciplined than, in my opinion, they look more disciplined than any other teams in the league. They look like they have more decisive shot calling. They look like, they're just able to. They just know what to do. They know how to turn leads into wins.
Yeah, agreed. Let's talk a little bit about runes and masteries now that we're, or just runes, I suppose.
Yep.
Now that we're in the loading screen.
Yep. Yeah. So we got the grasp coming out again from Malphite. We got electrocute on the Kazakhs. That sounds about right. We got the fleet footwork on the Corki. We got fleet footwork on the Graves.
Oh, Corki and Corki.
Oh, and scratch that because we are just about in game here.
Yep, never mind. But we have there is still spellbook on Malzahar, and he's starting with heal this time.
Yep.
So he's keen to Corki's early damage.
Yeah. This is actually the other mid laner playing the Malzahar, so they take similar runes, which makes sense. Yeah, and here we go. We are in the game. So let's.
So do you think we're going to see early ganks bottom lane on Kazakhs like he did on Amumu?
I'm gonna go with yes. I think probably bot lane on paper. Bot lane looks like the lane with the biggest discrepancy between the players. So I would expect them to try to go down there to try to get that snowballing. But that was not how it turned out at all last game. So.
Well, the ganks turned out fine. It just afterwards.
Yeah, got the lead and didn't.
Looks like
wasn't able to do
Air
anything with
is gearing up for an invade.
Yeah, big brand hit on
nice W
a lot of members of Team Air.
And it looks like their invade gave up some vision on their blue. So Sion's not going to try and take that. He's just going to ward it and walk away. But that'll give them some early information about Kazakhs.
Yeah, and they actually had 3 members of Team Ocean walking down toward that blue, so that was definitely something that they really wanted to do.
Yeah.
And they got the ward down at around 105-ish, that area. So that'll probably last to maybe when the Kazakhs gets there. We'll see.
Kazakhs looking like he's going to do a full clear, maybe. He's going up to Wolves and then presumably his blue in a second. So no super early ganks yet.
And the word is going to run out before the Kazakhs get there. So they know that he didn't go straight to his blue buff, but they don't get any more information out of that word.
We should expect to see Sion back off a little bit in a couple seconds. Unless he's
just feeling a little frisky, you know.
Like he likes giving a lot of pressure.
Yeah, he's just.
He says, "I don't care."
Level two, I could take him.
I'll get a double kill. And it looks like Kazakhs decides to go into Zach's jungle. Looks like.
Yeah.
Looks like he's meeting up Zach
this is
on
not
red.
good for enraged over here.
This is gonna be bad. Oh, flash
this is
from
likely a dead enraged
Zach,
over.
but it's not enough. Oh no, Brambleback!
Oh.
Brambleback helped kill.
Yeah, just helping kill the little bloblets there.
Yeah, he was killing the bloblets. Yep. They can't even fight back, Brambleback.
Yeah. Team Brambleback, this is not your match. You gotta wait your turn. So.
Yeah, it looks like Air Drake even has the minions helping this time. The neutral jungle camps. A lot of damage coming out bot lane from Tarek. Stun and then into a
into Graves abilities. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, but that's a lot of damage too. Back onto the Tarek. He's got burn and I think an ignite on him. He's dodges the Jin Q, so he gets out fine. But that's probably gonna make him go back.
Yeah. Also, so not super relevant to the game, but I don't play with Graves much, and this skin is ridiculous. He's just
Yeah, the skin is great.
Just got like a dumb little onesie. This is little striped onesie.
We got pool parties for both members in the bot lane.
That's probably the real synergy in the lane, though, right? I was talking about stun positioning and stuff. It's probably the fact that they both have pool party skins.
Oh, absolutely. So we see Kha'Zix. Looks like he knows he got spotted out, so he's just gonna give a little bit of pressure and then back off. Back into his jungle.
Yeah, it looks like the Malphite's doing a much better job in lane this time. He's keeping up in CS. Yeah, it's a little pushed up at the moment, so Reddy's got a little bit of a freeze on, and the Zac's in the area to kind of punish the Malphite, perhaps. But CS numbers keeping pretty even so far, whereas last game that was not the case.
Yep, I agree. He looks like he's doing a lot. He's holding his own a lot better.
Yeah.
Sion tries to give him a little bit more harass, but
Yep.
he's got some more tank stats.
Yeah.
Sion doesn't have that damage yet.
Yeah, it's possible in the picks and bans, maybe he just had a lot of confidence that he'd do better this time. He misplayed something a little early and kind of lost lane base on that, and but yeah, he's definitely doing better this time. So
it looks like pretty much exactly even CSing, except a little bit of lead from Kha'Zix, which is to be expected, and a smaller lead for Sion.
Yep. Yeah, pretty even across the board.
Yeah. Less than 100 gold lead, so... Oh, no, I take it back. It's exactly 100.
That was a great stun for the brand there on Graves. Kind of locking him up when he wanted to dash in to get that stun.
Can be hard to engage on a brand who just wants you to go all in on him.
Yeah, that's kind of one of his strengths. So
Sion's coming in, dropping a ward near blue, doing a pretty good job scouting out with a little bit of vision.
Yeah, looks like we got the
A lot of good damage coming out from Jhin and Brand.
Yeah, looks like we got the Kha'Zix here trying to go for something, but Enraged Overy is here in the lane, so it's not going to go well if they do go for it. I don't think they have any idea that they didn't have vision of it. They might have some idea, but
yeah, I would have with the health of Isikli and Kekarator, that would have been pretty disastrous if they decided to go in with Kha'Zix. Yep. So they just back off, let Kha'Zix get his buffs. Some real good harass coming out from Sion onto Malphite.
Yeah.
But two beefy tanks. Yep. It's gonna be
some nice harass, but not a ton of kill pressure. Maybe a little bit.
Not a lot of kill pressure. Although
might be eating my words here.
That's a lot of damage. From the ult.
Definitely eating my words here. My bad.
Caster curse.
Caster curse. I feel like Redzy must have heard me there and been like, no kill pressure. What do you mean?
So yeah, Redzy he hits that ult pretty quickly once it comes up, and has just enough damage to take out Amuthungus. And that's really going to help him push. He's about 13 CS and now a kill up.
Yep. Yeah, and thankfully Amuthungus had the teleport to not lose that wave to turret. Or not all of it anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Sion also has teleport, but he's choosing to just walk back to lane, which makes sense. He doesn't really need to use it here. Oh, and we got... Oh, nope. I wasn't sure if they were going to try to do something in the top lane.
Looks like Corki is spotted out as he was running around the jungle. He gets back to mid lane just fine. Kha'Zix picking on the poor Scuttle Crab.
Poor guy. Yeah, you hate to see it, you know.
He was just there's not even a Baron objective.
Yep. We're not even playing
People need
today.
that.
Not even playing.
I like this Corki pick into the Malzahar. You can keep that. It's pretty easy to keep that Malzahar passive down.
Oh, it's a good good flash from
flash.
Shu-Ji-Ji there.
Great flash from Shu-Ji-Ji to get out of the way of that Malzahar or Balafite ult.
Yep, that was just straight reaction times. That was pretty good.
An inhuman reaction skills from Shu-Ji-Ji.
Yeah. Probably still human, but
Looks like
still good.
Sion is getting ganked up top. He went a little too far.
Flashes for the blast cone.
He flashes. He misses the blast cone, but then hits it. And it looks like they can keep pace with him thanks to the Scuttle Crab. I don't think he's going to get out of this one. A lot of Kha'Zix damage coming in. Kha'Zix ults for that damage.
And goes down.
Malphite gets the kill. Sion's going to run after him, but nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, so that's a really good pickup for Malphite and Kha'Zix.
Yep. Yeah, that's basically what they needed to try to like stem the bleeding in this top lane a little bit. And yeah, they saw the Kha'Zix messing around the top jungle, so now they're just gonna go for this dragon.
Yep, we'll see if Air can do anything about it, but it doesn't look like it.
Has the smite for it, so we got the teleport coming in from Ratty Z. I'm not sure what they're going for here, but maybe got a little too excited there.
Yeah, there might have been a little bit of
not hit much with
miscommunication on
that
teleport.
Gen or teleport, but yeah, Sion.
He ults.
Sion just walking back to
past the
lane now,
Corki.
faster than
Back to
usual.
lane. And that gives we're seeing a totally different Malphite from last game now. He's got a lot of damage on the turret. He's 1-1.
Yeah, he's playing the lane a lot better.
A ton of damage on the Taric with the brand damage. Forces him to ult, but a little bit too late.
Oh.
I don't think he needed that. Ooh,
The
and
flash
Jen flashes
fourth
forward
shot.
for that fourth shot to kill him. That was a clean decision making from Jin. He knew exactly how much damage he had.
Yep.
He knew exactly how far his range was.
Charged up his fourth shot and then took the chance.
Yep.
Yep.
Paid off.
Yep. And the gold is dead even right now. It's
Gold is even.
100 off,
even.
but it's pretty dead even. So
I would give this a slight advantage to Ocean with having the Ocean Drink.
Yep.
But that's really I'm nitpicking now a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Ocean Drake's definitely valuable earlier in the game like this, but it's going to scale off. So
Looks like tower damage is pretty even too, so it's just all around real even.
yep. Yeah, we got some Zac clearing out vision up here. Yeah, it's like we got a so first items we got a Archangels from the Malzahar. That makes sense. We got Triforce and the Corki, no surprise. We got the Malphite. He's got a Glacial Shroud and a Bammy Cinder. So probably going Sunfire and maybe Righteous Glory. I'm not sure. Frozen Heart probably.
Maybe. I don't know tank builds well enough. That sounds about right. Kha'Zix, meanwhile, stealing the blue. Feels good.
Yeah. And then walking down towards bot lane.
And he's ulting bot lane. They can't see him. A lot of damage coming out from this
Now they
dazzle
see him.
from Taric. Kha'Zix is following up. Does he have the damage to get the kill? He might with red. Nope. Time's out just in time.
That was yeah. I definitely like Hot Soup 5 on this Kha'Zix a lot better. I can see why it was banned out against him.
Agreed. It's going to be a race for turrets between bot and mid. I think mid is going to win out for Air Drake. Nope, I was wrong.
First turret goes down to Team Air, which is that's great. That's exactly what you want. And they're going to try to take this blue buff as well. And there's not much stopping this.
So it looks like we missed a kill on Corki in the mid lane.
Oh, whoops.
Looks like Zac and Malzahar combined their ultimates to get that kill.
You got a sneaky Kha'Zix and a Corki package coming in on this Malzahar. Yep.
That's a lot of damage real fast, and
Dead Malzahar.
Malzahar is down. Not a lot you can do when you're just trying to walk away from a Corki and a Kha'Zix.
Yep. Yeah, I just kind of walked a little too close to that, to the bush the Kha'Zix just happened to be standing in. And, yeah, just got punished for it. The Corki was able to respond really well because of the package.
That is a scary amount of damage this early.
Yeah.
Kha'Zix already got his boots of mobility, so
Air's...
he can be everywhere.
Yep. And it looks like Air's group around this Rift Herald. They got 4 members here. They should be able to take this no problem.
Yep, pretty quick.
Yep.
They get it. Let's see who they put it on. On Kha'Zix.
Yep. And they have rotated their bot lane up to top now that they've taken the turret. So they're going to try to press that advantage up there while Malphite just kind of clears out waves in the bot lane.
Let's see. It looks like Kha'Zix is coming in for a dive. I don't know if
Sneaky
he has the
Kha'Zix.
damage. That's a good ult from Sion to make him back off, and Sion's just gonna walk out.
Walk out with almost a full health bar, you know, in case anybody's keeping track.
He is a tanky boy.
He is a tanky boy. Yeah, looks like we got the Zac going for an engage. Oh, yep.
Kha'Zix with a nice elastic slingshot into a Q, but the Taric ult is gonna save them and gonna make them back off. Before Peel top lane, it looks like they're gonna.
Now they probably wish they had that Taric ult, right?
Gonna push. Ooh, a really good Malzahar ult comes down, layering CC onto the Taric. Let's bounce, pulls him back to the team, and gets the kill.
Very nice. Yeah, yeah. They got a little bit of a bait there early on, kind of put some damage on the Graves and the Taric, and then had 2 more members show up to really
Not a lot.
really finish the job.
Yeah, not a lot you can do about that except for dropping Rift Herald in mid lane, which is exactly what they did do, and they got themselves a turret.
That's kind of all you can expect from it.
Sion will shoot Shelly right over to under the turret.
Yeah.
Poor Shelly.
It's always a fun interaction there.
Jhin opens up, fires off a couple of shots, but it looks like Kha'Zix is safely out of range.
And does not get hit.
But now he is in that bush, and he's got a Sion running in on him. Nope. And Team Ocean Drake starts up Infernal Drake. They put a lot of early damage on it, but it looks like Air Drake is collapsing on them. We'll see if Graves... Oop. Good Malzahar ult stuns up Kha'Zix and kills him. Malefic Vision goes on to Taric, and then Sion's E gets the kill. So really, really good turn of events from Ocean Drake.
Yep. Yeah, they got another dragon out of that, so they're at 2 dragons and evened out the gold. So that's great for them. Yeah, it definitely seems like this is kind of the stage in the game where they really seem to, like, Team Ocean as a team kind of comes online. Is when they get to start playing for these objectives. Yeah, they're able to really play around them well, and
Yep.
just kind of out-rotate the other team.
Malzahar has been hitting some really good ults onto key members for kills that all but win the team fight right there. Meanwhile, Malphite takes top lane turret, which gives him some leeway to roam around with his ultimate now.
Yeah, and Air Drake's back up on gold, about 400 up, so good for them. Got to see if they can hang on to that lead this time. Small as it may be.
So, Air Drake is about 400 gold up, but they do have about 400 in a low health bot lane turret. So, if they can get Scion or someone down there, it looks like they can even up the gold pretty quickly.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, Malzahar flash ults into Zac, who does a good amount of CC, and then the Malefic Visions gets the kill as Kha'Zix tries to run away.
Yeah, he's not going to make it out of that one alive, so yeah. Thankfully did not try to burn his flash or anything. Running away from the dot that was already taking on him.
He jumped away, but he knew he was already dead.
So, you know, it feels weird to say, you know, like good job there from the Kha'Zix, but yeah, not as bad as it could have been.
Good job cutting your losses.
Yeah, no one wanted to say, hey, I'm dead. They got me.
And it looks like they're going to try to take this top lane turret.
Yep, looks like they are going to successfully take this top lane turret.
Yep, it doesn't look like this. Doesn't look like Air is going to put up much of a defense.
Yeah, not much they can do. So this Malphite is pretty deep in the jungle. This is not a good spot for Malphite.
Yeah, no, Malphite, this is not where you want to be, but luckily he managed to dodge out from the Zac shots.
Yep. All right.
And the Jhin.
Yeah.
He just walked right out.
Dodges a couple skill shots to get out of there, but yeah. Nicely done, I suppose.
Scion split pushing bottom, and in a second or two, he's going to push about a 1K in the favor of Ocean Drake. And we can see that 1,000 gold is almost entirely on Scion. Pretty much everyone else on the team is dead even. But Scion's got boots that Malphite doesn't. So that's gonna be that's gonna help him get to where he needs to be faster.
Yep. Yeah, and both teleports from the top laners just came up. So I expect that Team Air might send Malphite bot lane to answer this Scion. It's probably a little early to be worrying too much about Team Ocean rushing Baron or something, because they're not the team with the Kha'Zix. They don't have a great Baron taking team. So you probably don't have to worry about that yet. But
no. Drake is getting a little pushed in. We can see they have some vision control around Baron. Zac, elastic slingshots in. Doesn't find much. Team's not nearby to help him out.
Gets a little bit of damage. Gets the aftershock proc. But you know, not much else. Yeah, and
it looks like Scion's going to go in on this Malphite, or maybe just deter while Ocean Drake tries to set up for Baron.
Yeah, it looks like Ocean Drake's really trying to set up this Baron right now.
A couple people from Air Drake go back. I don't know if Ocean knows that, but if they did, I'm sure they'd be starting it.
Yeah, I mean, I think with this team comp, they're going to have a hard time rushing this thing down. I mean...
Oh, and they dropped those 2 pinks right on Baron, which is 2 pinks is better than 1.
Yeah, and they're taking it down, but we got some members of Air here now. Got the teleport in coming from both top laners.
Down, but not fast enough. 2 teleports come out. Malzahar comes down with Graves. Graves dashes away. The Taric ult comes down, which is huge, saving so much damage. Kha'Zix gets back onto the Jhin. But he's collapsed on by a couple members. Malphite flashes in trying to get the kill, but they turn and kill him. Kha'Zix gets away, meets up with a Scion halfway out. Corki kills the Scion, and there's another fight in the jungle. A huge Taric ult stops 3 of them. Zac passive is going to save his life. And Jin is just still walking forward, getting these kills. Taric gets a nice stun, but he's all alone, and he can't kill these 2 players. It's going to be an ace.
Yeah, now that was a
really good.
I wasn't sure how that fight was gonna go.
I wasn't either. It could go either way for a long time.
Yeah, it looks like they're.
Kha'Zix couldn't quite capitalize. He couldn't convert any of the kills. He did a lot of damage, but people kept getting away.
Yeah, no, it looked like it was going to be a good fight for Team Air there, and then, you know, kind of they kind of got split a little bit, and that kind of didn't go super well for them. But then when they came back together, I was under the impression that Air was going to be able to pull that one out, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought so too.
There was some good team fighting from Ocean there.
Really great team fight from Ocean. Really good try from Air Drake as well. They were a little bit too grouped up for Kha'Zix to get the kills that he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
He evolved that leap, so he's really looking for a pick onto Phoenix or Brand, Phoenix or Cobalt, or maybe even Malzahar, and then just to jump and get rolling.
Yeah, they're trying to clear out some of his vision. They might get caught for it.
Another elastic slingshot from Zac, but this time there's more air nearby, and Zac bounces him over to some members of Ocean Drake. Corgi with a big package runs in. Malphite ults Zac, and he does a lot of damage, but not quite enough to kill him. Meanwhile, a lot of damage going down onto Malzahar. The Taric ult comes down, but just too late to save Corki. And it looks like they're going to blast cone out just barely in time to dodge the Jin ult. Meanwhile, Elastic Bounce comes back down onto Malphite, and Jin gets the kill.
Yeah, and let's just take a minute to appreciate that Scion was not there for any of that.
Scion was not there for any of that. He's still split pushing
bot.
Yeah,
in the bot lane, teleport down. Yeah, and Ocean was still able to pull that one out.
Yeah, it looks like it was a really good team fight from Ocean Drake. It looks like Air was just a little bit of miscommunication on who to target. And that caused a lot of people to get low, but not dead.
Yep. Yeah, no, that was... Yeah, no, Ocean is looking really good in these team fights. Like, yeah.
Yeah, Ocean is looking great in these team fights.
Yeah, it just looks like Team Air just like doesn't have the damage again to be able to punch through and actually like get the kills that they need to get.
I seem to be my delay is every once in a while it's delayed by a second, so I apologize. Scion lands his Q onto Malphite, who gets knocked up by Elastic Slingshot. He goes back in for the ult, but there's no team damage to back him up.
And yep.
And he dies for nothing.
Yeah, I mean he might have been able to ult out of there, but that would have been close anyway. So yeah, and yeah, Team Air just has no vision around this Baron anymore. They're flying blind here. So this is a dangerous spot if they want to try to contest this. And then can we just appreciate how many red wards there are right here?
There's a lot of red vision.
Yeah.
Graves with an ult does a lot of damage onto the squishies, but it looks like they're just gonna back off.
Yeah, they're gonna back off of this Baron. They had it down to about a third, and they decided that they don't want it.
Yep, really good deterrence from Ocean.
Yeah, Air just trying to clear out some wards while they have a chance.
Jin opens up with that curtain call, lands onto Taric. He gets the 4th shot right onto Graves, who has chain CC'd all the way down. Malphite leaps in, doesn't get the damage. Kha'Zix is looking for an opening, but there's nothing for him to get.
There is no opening.
Elastic Slingshot gets nothing. That's still 3 for 0, and I have to imagine that Ocean Drake is going to turn onto Baron right now.
Yeah, and this lead just keeps on growing. This is not looking good for Team Air. They again, they started off strong, but they just haven't been able to convert these into lasting leads.
Definitely. Kha'Zix's window of assassinations is getting smaller and smaller as Jhin and Brand and Malzahar tankiness and damage keeps climbing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still possible, but he needs.
Yeah. He again, they're kind of in a situation where they need a very specific team fight, right? And the only way they're going to get that is if Team Ocean makes a mistake in their positioning, or somebody gets caught, and like pretty much no members of Team Ocean are getting caught for dumb things. Like they're all playing. They're positioning themselves really smart, both like in team fights and just like on a macro level, just like where they are on the map. And then we got so.
Yeah, definitely. Ocean Drake has been really, really solid in, where they are in respect to their team at all times. There's been nowhere for Air Drake to poke at and get a picks or anything. They've gotten a couple, but not what they need.
They're just not giving them windows to get back into this game.
Malphite walks up. Looks like he might be looking for an ult of some kind. Goes back down to stop the Scion split push. It's a lot of damage just from minions on the bot lane turret down there.
Team Ocean's going to get a very free Mountain Drake off of this.
Yep. They'll use that Baron to get Mountain Drake. That's only going to help them take down turrets that much faster.
Help them take the second Baron as well, when that comes along.
Yep. Malphite sort of walks in a little bit. He looks for an ult. Corki with a huge package saves him, cleanses out the Malzahar ult. Kha'Zix doesn't quite get the brand in the back. Jhin opens up. There's a lot of damage back to the Taric, but Taric is pretty tanky. And it's going to be a kill onto Malphite and Kha'Zix.
Yeah, and the Graves was not there for that fight. This is. Yeah, it's just been a situation of like, Team Ocean has been positioned has been taking fights when they're all in position, and Team Air has been kind of not been.
Yeah, definitely. Team Ocean seems to know when a team fight's going to break out a second before it does, and has everyone, or almost everyone, in range.
Yep. Yeah, we got the Scion.
Big ult from Scion to get away.
Yeah, and that ult is on like a disgustingly low cooldown, so he can just, in about 30 seconds, he can just walk back and do that again.
It's already a quarter off of cooldown, so
it's actually like a 30-second cooldown or something. It's very low. Yeah, and so he should be able to split push pretty safely by just doing that over and over again.
Baron has expired, so a lot of good split pushing from Scion during that Baron. A little bit of harass on Malphite, but his shield will absorb most of it. No harm, no foul. There.
Yeah, and so there aren't any objectives up for a little bit of time. So I guess Air's got a little time to kind of regroup. Try to set up like a baseline of vision for some of these objectives coming up. But
I guess you could say Air has some breathing room.
Oh yes, you could.
So what does Air has a second here to try and get themselves back in the game? What do they need to go to overcome this 6,000 gold difference?
Yeah. So the biggest issue here for them, I think, is that like if you look at the vision right now, right? They got like a couple defensive wards and stuff, but like they're kind of getting caught out because they just don't know where Team Ocean is enough of the time. And so like if they can kind of set some kind of base vision so that they can actually like safely kind of maneuver around these fights for the next objectives, they might be able to crawl back into this, or I mean honestly you just kind of got to hope for mistakes from Ocean, which they don't look willing to do. So
yeah, I agree with you. I think they could either try for a hero
crab
pick
jukes.
With
dodge like 3 of the brand's abilities. Oh god.
So Scuttle Crab is bugged out right now on Syndra, where if you throw Scuttle Crab, he won't move after that. He'll sort of just scuttle around ineffectively.
That's interesting.
So I wonder what if anyone else makes him do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But yes, good jukes for Scuttle Crab, but not enough.
Always like to see a good performance coming out of the Scuttle Crab. So
looks like they're setting up around Baron again a little bit early. It's still got 30 seconds, but they have the time. There's no other objectives for Ocean Drake to take. Looks like Air might be walking into something bad in this jungle. Cyan ults a big unstoppable, gets 2 team members, but Tarek ult is going to save them. A bunch of Air collapses on the back line. Really good fight from Corky so far. He's really popping off. A bunch of people flash over to try and get this Malzahar. A lot of damage. Malzahar ult comes out, but Quicksilver Sash manages to break it just in time. Corky takes out Scion. Fails his flash over the wall. Is he going to pay for? He is not. He's got enough speed. And Zach elastic slingshots away.
yeah, and that is exactly the fight they're looking for, right? Because
that is huge.
Yeah, they managed to take a 4 for 0, and now they gotta take this Baron for free, and that'll really help them claw back in this game.
Zach is gonna try for a steal with this, and Kazakh's really low.
Oh, he gets it.
He does. What a god! He elastic slingshots in, gets the steal.
Oh god.
He might die for it, but also might not. I don't know.
He might even get a kill out of this too.
Really low. It's a lot of damage onto Zach. He tries to run away. Let's see if he can. Yep, he's just gonna walk it out.
Wow. Yeah, that was Air's chance to get back in this.
That's got to be soul crushing for Air.
Yeah.
But
I'm just imagining the comms on both teams right now, right? Probably very different. I'll say that.
Yep. I think Air can do a lot. That was a really, really good looking fight. Corky did a ton of damage, and if he can pull that out again, it won't matter that Zach. It's just Zach with Baron buff. So.
Yep. Yeah, and
they're doing a lot of damage to this Drake. Ooh, Kha'Zix goes for the reverse steal but fails, and he gets killed for it. A huge Corky's going way off. He gets 2 kills really fast. He picks up the 3rd kill on Jhin. Oh my god, this Corky is popping off.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I was talking about, right? Where Air's taking these fights where now Ocean's a lot of position because this Scion is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, that is Scion needed to be there, and unfortunately wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, so they did get the Elder Dragon. So they have double Baron and an Elder Dragon. So
they have they only have Baron on Zach, but yes.
They're not going to have it on the split push, but if they all manage to group around the Zach, they should be able to at least, have it work a little bit.
Yep, it looks like Baron's only got about a minute left, and
Yeah, no, they're probably
Air
not going
doesn't
to get
seem
much
to
out of
want to
this.
stop pushing, so it doesn't look like Baron is going to do a whole lot for them.
Scion shooting away. Did not get much out of that split push though.
No, he did
Yeah.
not. He ulted away, so he's safe. Oh, a big elastic slingshot coming in onto Tarek. But he's gonna threaten his stun and walk away. Malzahar comes in. A good ult from Malzahar. He gets a lot of damage onto Tarek and is killed. But Jin comes out with his ult. Misses a lot of them. Which is not going to secure any other kills, but they're going to walk away just fine. -1 Tarek, of course.
Yeah, and I can't imagine this turret or the next one is going to live for very long.
No, that's a lot of damage onto the turret. The Corki is doing what he can.
Yeah, they
a
still
lot
have
of
the
damage on
Baron
the
buff, so
bombs.
this is gonna be tough.
Yep, they have Baron buff, and Scion still has that Elder Drake burn.
Yep.
Ult comes down onto Graves, does a lot of damage, doesn't kill him.
Yeah, he's got the QSS to get out of it.
Zach
So
goes in. Zach goes in, takes a lot of damage. He gets out thanks to all his tankiness. And is that a Warmogs? Yep, a Warmogs is going to bring him right back up. Now they see this Malzahar. Let's see if Corki. Yeah, he gets the kill. Don't back near Pink Ward.
Shoemaker is godlike. Yeah, and Shoemaker has really been showing up in these fights. These have been. Yeah, he's just been playing them really well. You know, they don't have quite the full 80 carry damage from the Grave, so Shoemaker's kind of been taking over that role, and he's been filling the shoes. That's for sure.
He's been wearing the shoes that Shoemaker makes.
Yes, he has.
He has Shoemaker's been having some great target selection.
Yep.
With the Jin and the Brandon back. A lot of damage coming out onto this Zac. Jin opens up with Curtain Call. Then it's a ton of damage onto the Tarek, and he's going to get the kill thanks to the Brand Burn. A big elastic slingshot comes down and he kills the Graves. Kha'Zix flashes in, doesn't get much. Scion looks like he's going to go down, but doesn't. Another elastic slingshot pulls Malphite back in, who gets killed by the Malzahar.
Yep, that was a clean team fight coming out from Team Ocean again.
Kha'Zix in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
yeah, he's gonna go
wolves
down
take
to
him
the
out.
Malefic Visions there.
Corki is still up. I don't know what he can do. It's going to be 13 seconds before any teammates come up, and then there's a lot of angry Ocean Drakes knocking on their door.
The Corki positioned himself really well in that fight, but he just wasn't able to. He just couldn't.
Ooh, he got a lot of damage. Let's see if he can make a big hero play, or if he just chooses to let
He does have the package here, so he might be able to get something out of this. Oh, nope.
He dodges around a good Scion ult.
He has to use the package to escape, so there goes some of his playmaking ability.
Get a little bit more distance between him and the Scion. All the damage. Jin. So they managed to live to fight another day.
Yeah, and the lead here from Ocean is not insurmountable. It's big, and they got 4 dragons, but like numbers wise, it's not that big, and we're kind of nearing full build, 43 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that Infernal Drake has really helped. You're right. It's not the 13,000 from last game.
Yeah, I mean, so they got their base a little bit in shambles here, but so that Ocean's definitely gonna have a little free reign here to kind of do whatever they want, which is probably gonna be a position for this Baron coming up.
It looks like, thanks to the 2 inhibitors down, it looks like this Infernal is gonna be, or this Baron is gonna be pretty free. But maybe they can. The lanes are pushed up, so it's not immediate that they need to go back onto defending Nexus turrets.
And that was a great job from Air to proactively push out those waves, right? Because if they had waited until now to try to push out those waves, they'd be in a really bad spot.
Malzahar gets a really good ult on Tarek, a ton of damage, and the after damage from the Malefic Visions gets the kill. Zach lets bounces, he gets nothing, so he goes further in. Corky's gonna sort of walk out. Kha'Zix gets hit with a lot of damage from the Brand ult. Graves gets Malzahar ulted for a second. And once again, a lot of members from Team Ocean are really low, but they're just gonna heal right back up with or maybe they're not. Maybe Corky's gonna go in and he's gonna get a nice kill on
Graves gonna go down.
Not enough damage to kill the tanks without Graves. But that is gonna be a dead Malzahar. Corky's gonna go back and protect the base a little bit.
Yeah, and this is an easy Baron. This is the third Baron coming out for Team Ocean here.
Third Baron, that's gonna be really big. It's getting harder and harder to kill out these super tanks of a 4,500 health on Zach, and how much health on Scion? 5,000 health on Scion. That is a lot.
That's quite a bit of health.
That's a lot of damage you got to deal to take these guys out.
Yeah, that's a tall order. And yeah, now they got the third Baron buff, and Elder Drake's coming up right now, and it looks like Air's not going to be able to contest this one either.
Yep, it doesn't look like they're going to stop it.
And then they're going to push in with the super minions.
He's coming over, thinking maybe he can do some sort of hero play, but nope, there's not nearly enough time.
They do not have Aether Fox in their team, so they are they are shit out of luck.
All right, and these two big tanks and lots of damage are
and they're
going up top lane, looking to get that last lane and last inhibitor. And there's not a lot they can do to defend this turret.
There are enemy buildings left on the map. We must take them. So they are going to do that.
Elastic Slingshot in. A big knock-up. Tarek ult is going to prevent them from taking any damage for a time. Let's Bounce gets Malphite and Tarek in there. Splits up the team fight, but he gets Malzahar ulted halfway through, so he's not able to follow up. And that's a huge amount of damage right to the end.
Yeah, and that's going to be the game. Yeah, there's not much else to be done here.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that was a good effort from Team Air there, but yeah, they just were too far behind, too big of a front line. They're able Team Ocean was able to lock down the priority targets, and that's gonna be the game. So fantastic set coming in.
Well played from both teams once again.
Yep, fantastic set from Team Ocean. Better luck next time for Team Air, but yeah, no, that was well done, and yeah,
really strong showing either way.
And we're gonna be playing Team Ocean pretty soon, so that's looking a little scary.
Yeah, selfishly speaking, yeah, that was a little scary.
Yeah,
I'm not too excited, not too pumped to have to fight that myself, but
yeah. So, do you have any idea who you want to talk to about those games for interviews, or? I definitely want to bring in Rage Over in here to talk about that steal at some point. That was
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I kind of want to talk to Phoenix about his Jhin game, I think.
Yeah, I'd be that'd be we could probably just bring them both in. If they are around.
Let's see if they're here. Are they did they leave?
We're working on it. No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
here. I'm just trying to get some folks in here.
In the meantime, if you liked what you saw here, feel free to like, follow, and subscribe us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. Got it all. And if you got Twitch Prime or just feeling generous, subscribe to us on Twitch.
All right, cool. So I think we're going to be talking to Enraged Ovary and Cobalt for
Okay, great.
for
Yeah.
T-Motion. There's one.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, where's my boy Cobalt?
All right. Hello, folks.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Well,
So
congratulations, guys.
I was just trying to say you should just talk to Cobalt because that man's a monster.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was lit.
Yeah. Yeah. That was some fantastic Tarek play. Some.
What's fantastic Tarek?
Oh, sorry.
There
Sorry.
Was no Tarek
Sorry. Yeah,
play.
that was my bad.
Not
Not
this
this
game.
game. Not
No.
this game.
But there is some fantastic
Yeah,
Tarek play.
there was.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah. That. Yeah. So what were you guys thinking going into that game, like as far as like Team Air Drake as an opponent?
Do you want to answer that one?
Sure. I think we just, they were a good team, so we, we picked our comp. We wanted to play around mid and bot side that game, which I think we did well. We had a little fob up early in the first game in bot lane, but we did it.
Yeah. I mean, I think we were most worried about Icicly and Shoemaker, and then I guess, yeah, I don't know. We just didn't want Icicly on a mobile carry was kind of the only thing, and then also Shen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We just played the game.
we did play the game.
We just played.
You played the game. You won the game.
We lit it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys seem really decisive.
That's one thing we've been working on a lot in practices when we can practice together is not being nervous about calls and being really respecting the call. Respect the call is a huge comm for us. Whether it's to burn an objective, go to an objective, make a back for an objective, it's something that we've really been aggressively striving to be better at as a team, and I think it's hopefully it's showing in our games as we're getting better and better. Our objective control.
Yeah. No.
Rotating around.
I've definitely seen a big difference for you guys, and it not just this set, but also the last set that we saw you guys in. Yeah, it's definitely the practice shows. I'll say that it definitely feels like everybody knows where they need to be, and like outside of like maybe 2 or 3 times, like nobody's getting caught, right? Everybody's just doing their job and like staying just safe enough, and
yeah. Everybody's looking out for each other on T-Motion, Drake. We all got each other's back, so we're all helping each other out, keeping each other safe.
Yeah.
That's some real camaraderie going on.
There is. We're
Speaking of that, and Rage Over, tell us a little bit about some of the elastic slingshots in were interesting, and your team was there to back it up.
Thank you. Yeah, so Zach is a champion that I only play in RektLeague professional games. The last time I played Zach was the last time I think that I lost on Zach, and it was it's been a learning experience. He definitely flies in, he goes the distance.
It was time for redemption.
It was
That's
time for
what I'm
redemption. Definitely falling down to the Kazakhs, level 2. I felt it. I felt it coming and it happened, but yeah, we were able to kind of come back, but it kind of just made the early game a little bit more of a bitch.
Did you feel betrayed by the red buff who helped kill your creeps?
No, dog. He's just there. He's like, he would have done the same for me if you were put in the same scenario. He doesn't really take sides.
Yes. So I have a question specifically for Cobalt. What
Yes, sir.
what? So when Enraged Ovary was going for the Baron steal there, what did you think his chances were?
Team Ocean Drake we're also a pirate themed team.
Okay.
So that being said, I knew he was going to fly into that pit and swashbuckle that Baron. I had full faith in him.
Pirates
He
are
raised
good at
that black
stealing.
sail.
So
He swooped in there, and he took that Baron.
theft on the high seas.
I have to say, my timbers were shivering for sure. Especially when I think I was channeling my E way too early, so I just had to flash in. And no, the smite wasn't blind. I had vision of it. To Hot Soup 5, who's asking in chat.
Yar.
Yar.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Highlight play. Oh, I forgot about it. Very casual.
Well, there's so much
big
highlight
deal.
play coming out from the whole team. So.
Dude, our team is so fucking good, and it feels really good to get the 2-0 finally.
Yeah. Is this you guys' first 2-0?
That's our first 2-0. Baby's first.
Baby's first. Well, you got some 0-2s, you got some 1-1s, you got a 2-0, and you got a few more matches to get some more of them. So.
Yeah.
Yar, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get ready for at least one more 0-2 when you face Scuttle Crab soon. But
Who's that?
Yeah. Yeah. Shit talk.
you
Yeah.
don't know Scuttle Crab?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, great job, guys. Fantastic brand play.
Dude,
Figured it out.
The brand
I
was
was
such a
hoping-
clutch.
I wanted to bring out my littest,
He was hot. He was
Very
fucking
hot.
Spicy hot. Like, yeah. I think it's time to set sail. I'm going to
Yep.
bed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for talking
right.
for talking to us, guys.
Thanks for
And
having us. Sir.
we'll see you on the Rift.
See you later,
Absolutely.
big guy.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
All right. And so with that, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I think we're gonna call it for the night here, and yeah, we'll see you next time. I'm Adoma, and we got
And I've been Nathan Fox.
and good night, everybody.